How's it going, fellow Arisen? The time has come, we have finally gotten our first patch for Dragon's Dogma 2, and this one is a highly anticipated one because we all know at this point all the issues that people have had with Dragon's Dogma 2, and this update adds several things that I felt really should have been in the game from the very start. And one of these things, of course, being able to start a new game. But just know that if you decide to start a new game, you will be overwriting your old save. Because just like in the original Dragon's Dogma, there is only one save file. And in my opinion, that's completely fine, just as long as we can start a new game. And now you can. Now, another really cool thing that Capcom added that I have to commend them on is the Art of Metamorphosis, but you can buy it 99 times now. So if you're for some reason not happy with your character close to 100 times, then yes, you can just go ahead and buy this consumable item for 500 RC, which are Rift Crystals that you earn in-game, or, you could also, buy it in the store, but I'd recommend just playing the game and you will earn more than enough. I bought 10 of these myself just now, so I could very clearly afford it, and you very much can if you just play the game normally. And a good tip here is trying to make your pawn as good as possible, because your pawn's performance can actually affect how much or how many Rift Crystals you earn, because more people will be using your pawn, meaning that your pawn will be sent out on more missions, they will be bringing home more Rift Crystals, so yeah. Now, one thing that I wasn't expecting at first, but that they talked about in the announcement of this patch, was that they're gonna make the quest that allows you to purchase property get introduced earlier in the game. And because I'm playing on New Game Plus and I'm barely an hour in, I thought that I would try this out, and lo and behold, the character here that you see in front of you, that being Mildred, pops up earlier than she did on my first playthrough. And so what Mildred does is that she lets you borrow her house, and after a week of in-game days, she will return and ask you to buy the property. Now this is great because gold is really valuable at the start of the game, and by having this dwelling, you can rest here for free, and you don't have to use an inn, which will cost you gold in case you want to rest up. So this is just really one of those great quality of life updates, and I really much appreciate this. Now there are miscellaneous text display issues and miscellaneous bug fixes, and I try to measure if these bug fixes could be connected to the frame rate issues, but no. I'm still having these frame drops whenever I'm entering the city, so that's still happening, so they probably haven't gotten to a solution around a performance issue just yet. But for PlayStation 5, they've added the option to switch motion blur on and off, switching the ray tracing on and off, and then they've also added set frame rate to max 30 FPS on Steam, which I noticed was there just now. And while I myself just can't play on 30 FPS, just because, it just looks really choppy for me, I do appreciate this because some people just wants to run the game at a stable FPS, and I think having a max 30 FPS option on PC is really good for people who might have mid-tier PCs and just want to play the game. They also improved the quality with DLSS Super Resolution enabled. Now, I can't really tell a difference between my max settings already and DLSS Super Resolution, and I actually think it looks slightly worse when I have it on, but I guess that's just what you can expect when you really don't need to have DLSS if your PC is good enough. Now, they mentioned that these options won't affect frame rate significantly, and improvements to frame rate are planned for future updates, so they're definitely working on fixing the performance issues. Hopefully they can come up with a solution to it. However, it's tied to the CPU usage, which makes it a bit more difficult. But that's all I got for you today. Remember to subscribe to Mr. Holton for all your Dragon's Dogma 2 news and updates, and I'll see you in the next one, Arisen. Mr. Holton, signing out.